Hey, what's going on? What's shaking? What's cracking? How's it going? How's it hanging? I saw, dude. So, welcome to another couple races on Forza 7. This is a series of races. I don't have too much of a voiceover because I want you guys to really appreciate the Audi R8 that I get to drive right after this. But this first race is with a Mercury Cougar in the Muscle Car Series. The second race will be with the Audi R8 in like a little passing challenge. It's a single lap challenge, but the thing is absolutely wicked. And then the third one is honestly a POS, but I included it in there because I know some of you guys will love it, and that's the limo bowling. So, this muscle car series, one of the crazy things about this car is it'll actually break the tires loose shifting into third gear, and this is a stock car, but I hate these muscle cars. I hate them. I don't like anything about these muscle cars, but that being said, the thing that I hate the least about them is their looks. But they just drive like absolute garbage, and they're horrible, and I hate racing them. But as I've said before, for whatever reason, these lower level cars in this game, and these muscle cars in particular, just seem to drive much better. I don't really know why that's the case. They've been a real pain to drive in previous years. I mean, like, I'd be struggling to keep this thing on the track, but instead, you know, I'm able to win these races with a high Drivatar percentage. So, the Drivatar goes in increments of 20. So the default is like 0%, which is average or something like that. You can go to 20%, which is above average. 40% is highly skilled. 60% is expert. 80% is pro. And then 100% is unbeatable. So I try to race at 80%, which is pro, as much as I can. A lot of these earlier races I was, but I would say most of the time, probably half the time I end up, or 2/3 of the time probably, I end up racing at 60%, which is expert. And that's usually, I don't have any issues there. Occasionally I'll have to rewind if I mess up a turn or something like that, just because I know I won't be able to pass a guy. But and I'm trying to get first in every race, because I don't want to leave any stone unturned. I don't want to like finish a series and then find out that I have to go back and re-race it, so it's easier to just re-race the race at that time. Plus you get the extra experience anyway. But yeah, this last series I did is with the Mercedes AMG. I spent a long time reading the specs on it, and I guess for whatever reason it was the wrong car to pick. You know, for whatever reason, you know, the values that you get as far as acceleration, handling, top speed, braking, in my opinion, those should be absolute. Like an 8.0 acceleration in one car should also equal an 8.0 acceleration in another car. But it just doesn't seem to be the case. And also, there's this weird thing where if two cars have equal acceleration, the one with the higher top speed, like if they're both 8.0 acceleration, if one has 6.0 speed, one has 7.0 speed, the one with the 7.0 speed will actually accelerate faster, because it covers more ground while getting to its top speed. So it's a very strange phenomenon. So I usually pick cars with a little bit higher acceleration and speed if I can, and if the acceleration's equal, then I go for a higher speed. And it has not worked out. The Mercedes AMG 45 that I picked is literally trash. I don't know if there's some homologation that's going on or what, but I've literally raced 10 or 11 races to finish a 5-race series, and I had to turn the Drivatars all the way down to 20%, which is above average. I haven't had to turn them down that low for any of the other classes yet, except the Polaris little like hunting vehicle, and it was horrible. I still was having to do the races 2 times, and they're still having to do the race, like passing the final guy on like halfway through the last lap. So it's just been a real disaster. So I've wasted a lot of time doing that, but I'm still trying to collect my cars. I'm halfway to being able to purchase the Renault RS17. And yeah, so I'm almost there, guys. Make sure you check back tomorrow for another video. I'll have another one up. I'll try to bring as wide variety of content as possible, so I have a bunch of different types of cars. So I'm not just putting up the same type of cars. This thing sounds so mean. So anyway, I'll leave you with that. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you check out my other videos. And again, check back tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.